You look at me with the big eyes, holding the little plastic bottle like it is the holy water. Put it down. You think because the white coat gave you the paper and the man in the pharmacy smiled at you that you are safe? Mamma mia, you are innocent like the lamb before Easter. You wake up, you have the ache in the knee, the fire in the chest, the sniffle in the nose. What do? You go to the bathroom cabinet. You open the shrine of the chemicals. You pop the pill. One for the pain, one for the burn, one for the bone. You swallow them with the tap water and you think, I am taking care of my health. Pazzo. You are not taking care of the health. You are poisoning the well. You are throwing the rocks into the delicate machinery of the heart. The white coat. He is a mechanic who only knows how to cut the wire. He does not know how the whole car runs. He gives you the pill to stop the noise, but he does not tell you that the pill is cutting the brake line. You are driving the car 100 miles per hour toward the cliff, and you are smiling because the knee does not hurt. The heart is the pump. It is the most faithful servant you have. It beats when you sleep, when you cry, when you yell at the television. And how do you thank it? You feed it the poison that makes it squeeze, struggle, and starve. You are sitting there over 60 years old, and you wonder why the breath is short, why the ankles are swollen like the rising dough. It is not the age. It is the chemical warfare you are waging against your own blood. Listen to Nonna. The danger is not lurking in the dark alley. It is sitting right there next to your toothbrush. Let us look at the first devil, the one you take like the candy, the anti-inflammatory, the ibuprofen, the naproxen. You have the little pain in the back from the garden, you take the pill, you feel better, you say, it works. Bah! It works to silence the scream, yes. But do you know what it is doing to the pipes? These chemicals, they are the constrictors. They tell the kidneys, the filters of the body, to stop working. Hold the water, they say. Hold the salt. So the body swells. Imagine the garden hose. The water is flowing nice and steady. Now, you step on the hose. You squeeze it. What happens to the pump at the faucet? It screams, it shakes, it gets hot. This is your heart on the ibuprofen. You are forcing the poor old pump to push the sludge through the squeezed pipes. The pressure goes up. The fluid fills the ankles, the lungs. You are drowning from the inside, and you do not even know it because the back pain is gone. The white coat says, take this for the arthritis. He does not tell you that for the heart of the senior, this pill is like the game of Russian roulette. You take it today, you are fine. You take it tomorrow, pfft, the pump explodes. The heart failure. It is not the disease sent by God. It is the mechanical failure caused by the harmless pill. You are trading the sore knee for the stopped heart. Is this a good trade? Only a fool would make this deal. Throw them in the trash. If the knee hurts, put the hot oil. Stop trying to numb the world. The pain is information. The pill is the gag order that kills the witness. Now, the second deceiver, the one for the heartburn, the omeprazole, the protector. You eat the heavy sauce, the bad bread, and the stomach burns. Good! It should burn. The fire is there to clean the trash. But you want to eat the trash and feel nothing. So you take the PPI, the proton pump inhibitor. It sounds like a machine gun, eh? It is. It shoots the acid dead. You think, silence in the belly. But listen to the biology, you hardhead. The stomach acid is not the enemy. It is the key that unlocks the nutrients. When you kill the acid, you lock the door. The magnesium, the spark of the heart, cannot get in. The magnesium is the conductor of the orchestra. It tells the heart when to beat, when to rest. It keeps the rhythm steady. Boom, 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 boom. You take the stomach pill for months, for years. You are starving the conductor. He leaves the stage. Now the orchestra is drunk. The violins are screaming. The drums are banging offbeat. This is the arrhythmia. The heart flutters like the bird in the cage. It shakes. It stops. Why? Because you did not want to feel the burn of the pepperoni. You traded the rhythm of life for the silent belly. And the white coat? He prescribed it for 2 weeks maybe, but you take it for 10 years. You are turning the stomach into the swamp where nothing dissolves. The magnesium stays in the food, goes out in the toilet, and your heart is left begging for the spark. You are hollow, you are brittle, and you think you are healthy because you don't burp? Mamma mia, the ignorance is heavy like the wet wool coat. Then comes the happy pill, the one for the sadness or the nerve pain. The amitriptyline, the old chemicals. You feel the gloom of the winter, or the feet tingle from the sugar sickness. The doctor gives you this. It messes with the wiring. You stand up from the chair. Whoosh! The room spins. The blood pressure drops to the floor. You fall. You break the hip. But it is worse than the fall. These chemicals, they are like the gum in the gears. They slow down the electrical signal in the heart. The heart wants to send the message. Beat now. The chemical says, wait, maybe later. The signal gets lost. The heart pauses. That silence. That is the shadow of death passing over you. And the worst one, the cold medicine, the pseudoephedrine. You have the sniffle. You cannot breathe through the nose. You buy the box from the shelf. You do not even ask the pharmacist. You take it. Boom! It is the dynamite. It clears the nose. Yes, because it squeezes the blood vessels shut. But it does not know the difference between the nose and the heart. It squeezes all the pipes. The blood pressure skyrockets. You are sitting on the sofa, watching the game, and your blood pressure is 200/100. The heart is pounding like it wants to break the ribs. You are creating the emergency because you could not handle the little snot. Use the salt water spray. Use the steam. Do not swallow the grenade to clear the blockage. You are risking the stroke, the explosion in the brain for the clear nose. It is madness. And now, the greatest lie of them all, the stone. The calcium supplement. Oh, Nonna, I need strong bones. So you eat the chalk. You take the big horse pill, 1,000 milligrams of the rock. You think it goes to the hip? You think it goes to the spine? Ha! The body is not a construction site where you just dump the bricks and they organize themselves. The body is smart, but you are confusing it. You dump this flood of calcium into the blood. It is too much. The bones cannot take it all fast enough. So where does it go? It floats. It looks for a place to land. It lands in the arteries. It lands on the heart valves. It turns to plaque. It turns to stone. You are calcifying your own heart. You are turning the flexible, soft pipes of youth into the rigid, brittle pipes of the old ruins. The blood tries to push through, but the valve is stiff. It is like the rusty gate. It does not open. The heart pushes harder. The muscle gets thick, angry. Then the stone cracks. The clot forms. The heart attack. You killed yourself trying to save the hip. You want the calcium? Eat the sardine. Eat the cheese. Eat the leaf. The body knows how to use food. It does not know what to do with the rock you swallow. You are petrifying yourself. You are becoming the statue before you are even dead. Stop eating the stone. The climax is coming. Can you feel it? It is the night you wake up, and there is the elephant sitting on the chest. You try to breathe, but the air is thin, the arm is numb, the jaw aches. You think, what did I do? I took the pills. I did what they said. That is exactly what you did. You followed the map to the cliff. Inside you, the war is raging. The ibuprofen is holding the water, making the ocean heavy. The cold medicine is squeezing the shores, making the river narrow. The stomach pill has stolen the conductor, so the rhythm is chaotic, and the calcium has built the wall across the river. The poor heart, the noble pump, it is trapped, it fights, it thrashes, it screams for oxygen, but the pipes are stone and the blood is sludge. It gives one last mighty heave, thump, and then silence. The machine stops. The lights go out. And for what? Because you did not want the backache? Because you wanted to eat the pizza without the burn? Because you feared the weak bone? You traded the small suffering for the ultimate silence. You fed the beast of pain by trying to hide from him. You treated the body like a machine that needed more grease, more screws, more patches. But you used the wrong parts. You used the parts made in the factory, not the parts made by God. The tragedy is not that you died. The tragedy is that you paid for the poison that killed you. So now, you stand at the crossroads. You look at the bottle in the hand. You look at me. You are scared. Good. Fear is the first step to wisdom. You want to save the pump? You want to clean the pipes? Then you must stop acting like the car that needs the mechanic. You are the gardener. You must tend the soil. First, you throw the preventative pills in the garbage. Unless the doctor says, you die tomorrow without this. You question it. You ask, Doctor, is this killing my heart to save my stomach? Watch him squirm. Second, you stop eating the inflammation. The pain in the knee comes from the sugar, the wheat, the bad oil. You stop feeding the fire. You do not need the fireman's hose, the pill. You eat the oil of the olive, the real one, green and bitter. It greases the pipes. It softens the stone. You eat the fish, the small ones with the bones inside. That is your calcium. You eat the bitter greens to wake up the liver. And when the back hurts, you rest. You put the heat. You suffer a little bit. The suffering tells you to slow down. Listen to it. Do not gag it with the chemical. Here is the challenge. Go to the cabinet. Read the labels. Ibuprofen, trash. Old cold medicine, trash. The heartburn pill you take just in case, trash. For 3 days, you put nothing in the mouth that was made in a lab. You eat the food of the earth. You drink the water. You move the body gently. You will feel the aches? Yes. That is the body talking to you for the first time in years. Listen to it. Respect it. Do not drug it. Type 1 if you are brave enough to empty the cabinet. Type 1 if you choose the beating heart over the silent stone. Do it now, before the silence comes for you.